Good, everybody. So I created a school. Once again, I just created a shell of the school. So we're just gonna. It's a different school from what I've been playing with, because I got tired of the purple field. So create a whole different school as far as the cosmetics goes. And if you haven't done it before, that might be a separate video, but it's easy to do. Um, so we're just gonna create a new dynasty and keep going. Guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm be doing my thing in the background like I normally do. So first thing we gotta do is go to create and share. Then you gotta download it. These are all the schools that other people have created. Just go over to my shared. And then you gotta download it. And then we just go to Dynasty. And then we're going to start a whole new one.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your EA Sports college football coaching journey.
Before, I want to say like an hour or two ago, we had a power outage. Meaning, my laptop was still good, but due to it having a charge and I have backup things for power, my goddamn Wi-Fi was off. So, Power Dynasty, I don't know. It's all tips, but you need it. All right, let's go.
Before you get started, you can customize your Dynasty experience. This is where you'll adjust your settings to fit the way you want to play.
So with it being a New York team, we're going to
college landscape however you see fit.
Yes, New York
you can also import any custom team builder teams you want to include.
Any team that looks out of place here, that's a new. I don't know where the hell. It's Cal. So I think we're gonna replace Cal, get him about the ACC. My team in there, but we're gonna keep the California roster. So I don't have any created players and none of that. This is California's team that we're rocking with this year until my recruits get in.
Now it's time to choose your team. Each school has a unique set of athletic director expectations. Now it's time to choose. Here, you can create your own coach,
coaches. It's a dynasty that we're starting.
You need to choose your coach's archetype. As a motivator, you'll be focused on developing and inspiring your players.
You really don't have to worry about the gear,
excel
but you
at finding and bringing in new talent to their programs. Tacticians maximize your team's chances of success on game day with their understanding of the X's and O's.
And then what we're going with is the pro style generic, and then we're going with the 425. Pacific Pipe. I do Pacific Northwest. You know what I mean? I like that area. ENW. And then the appearance, of course. So I just pick the same guy every time. you get him down on weight though. You put him right there. Bring his height up. There you go. The gear you don't have to worry about until once the team gets uploaded. So we just go to continue.
Make sure you review your
And then
athletic director
this is going to update
expectations
after you
often.
sign the
They are the
contract.
key to
As
the success of your
each Stanford
program,
is
as
probably going
completing
to
some
change. Like this is probably going to
expectations will
change.
give you
So we just sign it. And then with me, with my dynasties, you know what I mean? I'm just doing what I like to do. The benefit to both me and the CPU. So I look at it. But I like to take the fatigue off. I don't like my guys getting tired easily. And this is what I normally do with every team that I play with, whether it's created or not. I just do this. Make sure we get the recruiting hours. Oh no. And then we also get off season. 30s with that being there, we're just gonna chill. And I normally just put this on. And let's see what we gotta recruit. Oh, first, before we do recruit, let's make sure the coach is right. I like it on my right side, so just put it on the right side. Top, you know what I mean? Keep it. I like the Bill Belichick look, but with the cutoff sleeves, you know what I mean? So we're gonna get the hoodie. Where's it at? Right here. Yeah. And then bottom is just gonna get some joggers so we can show off the kicks. And of course, with it being Nike, you gotta get these open or unstrapped. You know what I mean? All right, let's get the recruits in. Try to get a quick game in, maybe two. I gotta take my dog outside real quick and then get back to it. Friday. All right, let's see what we need. So I like to do these by quantity, like how much I need. So 4 stands out, and then 3. So we're gonna get 4 defensive tackles. And I like to get 1 more of what we need. So we're gonna get 5, and then 4. Our rank. I'll try to get people that are interested or target. What is this? A rusher. We got another power rusher. What's that? 3, 4, 5. And what we need, 4 Sam. 1 Burger. That's 4, right? And then cornerbacks. And I like my guys to be at least 6 feet and above if I can. Depending on the rank, you know, they can be like 5'11" or whatever. So what's that? 1, 2. Say like this guy, he's ranked 29. He's 5'11". We'll work with him. That's that 3. 1 more. Boundary. What we got down here? We got a 6'2" zone. Let's get that guy in there. All right, who we need next? I know the edge. Everybody's 2. So we need receivers, tight ends, edge. Receiver, tight ends. I like the flip between offense and defense. You know what I mean? So let's make sure the rank is still good for the receivers. I like my guys to be tall and fast, man. Sometimes you need to get these 5'10" speedsters though, so yeah. This guy at 6'5", take him. What we need? We need 3, huh? See what he's working with. Tight end. I like vertical threats. And let's try to stay away from the athletes, like my high school guys was. You know what I mean? Vertical threat. That's that 1, 2. Another one. Let's get him. Now let's go to defense. So we need edge. 2 of each. 1, 2, 3, and 2. Let's see what. Yeah. And then let's go to safety. So he's ranked number 2, but he's 5, so yeah, over cover specialist. We need 3 of these guys. Great specialist. Boom. Let's see. Boom. South from New York. Let's get it. And then everybody else is 1, so let's make sure we get a punter in here, and let's not forget about him. Once again, we get 1 more, so we're going to look for 2. Let's get a knack greater than a power. Oh, we got 2 left. Let's work with a tackle. I think I need a right tackle. Okay. Well-rounded, agile. All right, and then let's recruit, guys. Try to go for the diamonds. Put them up top. And those are the priority. Get rid of these guys. Even though the stats may look alright, still get rid of them, in my opinion. Or at least that's what I do. Sometimes you may not get any. I'm just looking for the diamonds to put it to the top. And then, yeah, you'll see. Get rid of these guys. Even though the stats may look alright, I'll get rid of them. Put this guy to the top. Whatever to get one, huh? Man, put them to the top. Can't do anything right now when it comes to the recruiting, so we're just scouting. Got some good stats. So let's see. I'll probably end up giving those two a scholarship. This guy, nah, I don't like the D's and F's. You know what I mean? You just gotta get this out the way later. As the season progresses, it gets easier. And before we get out of this right here, I just try to make sure that the roster's filled. But we got no more hours. So we is on one, so let's make sure we get the fullbacks. My guys, when it comes to fullback, they just need to know how to block, and that's it. My girl, let's go. Yeah, right there. And we could do that one. One of guards, I know I need a right guard and a left guard. Boom. Oh, snap. All right. Get out of there. All right. Since we took over Cal, that's why California's in here in FCS West. Make sure we change that to East if we can. So we'll put that there. And then change these schools. So we're going to see if we can get right. Let's see if we got that in. We put them there. No. So we can only put them there. And when I'm speaking to myself, is basically my rivalry is Rutgers. They're right across, right around the way. And Syracuse, obviously. So we'll put them there. Let's change, see if we can change these guys up. And we're going to put UConn there because they right around the way also. Stadium named the Crib. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, let's go. See changes. Make sure our whole line is right. And our D line. Once again, this is Cal's team, California. Yeah, I seen it. I mean, we're keeping California's roster. You know, we just replaced the shell and the coach. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. We did the coach. Yeah. So, see, now it changed up. So, beat Syracuse. Well, we got to win 50% of the road games this season and then allow fewer than 24 points per game. Nothing about making a playoffs or anything. So, reason why I put these guys at the top is because they're priority. So we're gonna make sure we take care of them. Offer a scholarship, make sure we get them interested. In the house. Eventually, I'm gonna give these guys the max. All right, then we go back to recruiting and scouting. So I think there's more scouting that we need to do. See if anybody wants to leave. Nobody yet. Once we get through the scouting, then I'll go for the other guys. Right now, I'm just looking for the diamonds if we can. We're getting the scouting out the way. Once I go through one round of this, of the scouting, then we'll make sure we get these other guys so they don't wander off. I can rock with that. I think I need a right guard also, right? Oh man, we're gonna need some fullbacks. Oh man, all right. Who else do we need? We needed guards. We need fullback. Yeah. We need a will, if I'm not mistaken. So we need a will. Once we get the will, then we did the first round. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Make sure we take care of this guy. Oh shit. I think we're at let's take that. Make sure we bring him to the top. And let me make sure it's two. All right, since we only got 5 hours left, let's go ahead and right guard, right? It was that was the last of that will. Let's go ahead and give it to one of these guys based off of scouting. So actually like these stats, so it's good to him. And then we're just gonna get him to 1 for right now. And keep him right there. Hmm. Boom. We got a rivalry. It's not just a game. And then this is this is the second time we're doing this, so I just bump it up each time that the week goes by. Let's see. I'm in third, first, third, first, first, and then third with this guy. We just bump it up each week, especially the diamonds. And I'm gonna make sure he gets 3. And we're just gonna bring this guy up to 2. I'll be interested actually. I'm gonna make sure we send the house. Even at the non-diamonds. You know what I mean? That's what we're just gonna do for the rest of these guys. Until I'm able to recruit some other targets. Let's see. I actually like these. You know, the awareness usually is gonna be in the 60s, so let's give him a scholarship. It's another one. If I don't get him, I'll probably go to like Alabama or something like that. These guys are pretty good, man. Can't lie. Especially this guy. Get rid of this guy. My defensive backs, I need them to provide zone coverage and man coverage. Man is slacking on this one, but he can tackle and catch without like getting speed. So let's go that scholarship. Most of these guys are gonna get them. So you know what I mean? These stats are all pretty good. This is what you gotta do to recruit, man. We'll have to think about that one. We need this guy. I don't care what they asking for. I'm gonna give them what I'm giving them. You know, yeah, we ain't drawing this out. Yeah, let's get this guy. Yes, for 120. You know, right now we're gonna give him 85. And these are all pretty good stats when it comes to filling a roster. I mean, let's get this guy. Thing about it too is if they go to different school, I get all the stuff back. I mean, we can hold off on this one. Catching is trash, my guy. Come on. Catching is trash on this one too. And I need at least a C when it comes to the coverages. Yeah, I mean, I can rock with a 68. Let's see what else. Catching is fucking trash. 81, 89 is all I care about, power and accuracy. So 81, 89 and 87, 80. When it comes to the punter, we need to make sure we get it down the field. So let's go with the power on this one. Get him a scholarship. He's probably going to take like 10. Told you. Make sure we get this guy. Here's this one. Um, I think we could find a different back, which is what I'm gonna look for, especially when it comes to back. I want them to have like a diamond status. We're gonna rock with this guy. Uh, 25, 35. We got room for one more. Let's see. Let's go with this guy. Most of these are not going to be on their radar probably until next week. Let's just move them up in order. We good. We got one recruit that we need. The target. It was a Will, right? If I'm not mistaken. Is it a Will? I got two Wills. We need a blocking. All right, first game of the season, y'all. Let me get my mind right real quick. Just 1 second. I wonder if I could change the view color. It didn't allow me to change it when I was creating the school. Probably gonna be a tough game. Once again, it's pretty much Cal against Rutgers. But I mean, we're gonna make it do what it do. plan is to win a title or a championship at every division, I guess. So like the ACC, the Big Ten, SEC, the Big 12, I think it's called, and then maybe an independent, and then back to the ACC. Feels gonna be crazy. It's not purple, I'll tell you guys that, but yeah, it's a different color. I think what we're gonna do is play the halftime so we can get the game going. I'm gonna let my dog out real quick. It's probably gonna take like 5 minutes, so we'll take a 5-minute break and get back to it because it's getting late over here. Not only do we have this uniform, we got this for the home. This is the away uniform. This is our alternative home uniform. And then our alternative away uniform. And then you should be able to mix and match, right? Like if I want the alternative away helmet or home. Oh shit. And then pants. Make it home. There.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Hawks. Along with David Pollock and
For the
Jesse
commentary, I
Wall,
just put the Hawks because it didn't have Black Hawk. So
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup.
Check this
now the Hawks offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came and were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out, dude.
And I promise you, they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger, to get them going for this football game.
Hawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back.
Man. Ooh.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Left side is strong. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'm not that
Hey, man, that's not a
so
surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The handoff. Maybe some room here. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to pound their way in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawks. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Rutgers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. We get a look at K.J. Duck. He's going to get plenty of targets, and in fact, this ought to be one of the better wide receiver matchups you'll see.
Not that great on defense, y'all. So.
And it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down.
Bring it back. Let's go.
What a play to set him up. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Hawks. Took it all the way back to the house.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Everybody has the white dot.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
Yeah, I updated my
until you
settings
find
too, so
that
my
play
settings
or that
are a little
scheme
bit
that you can
updated.
use against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it
I
better.
like to play off the ball for now because I'm not that great yet.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout.
Oh,
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight.
let's go.
Looking for room.
Come on.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They want to run it left here. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the
how you
defense
missed
did a
that
really
guy.
good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Hawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All over him immediately. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not
trying to
only
get
of a
at passing,
series, but of a
so-
game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses.
Right now,
You
we
see
don't have
so
the
much
confidence
stunting
to
in
throw
college
deep.
football
So I know
up
for
front
sure
with the
you got a
defensive line because you know
one-on-one
once
matchup.
you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Jaron Chiave Songapolatelli. Out wide left, it's Thomas.
Is that that first?
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Hawks have their offense in high gear. They'll run it to the right. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
I'm going to show you the different logo, the white one that they had on the field.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as
Oh,
we
yeah,
start the second.
11.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. JKS
Oh my God.
finds his man in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff to the single back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down,
wow.
Songapolatelli. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense,
Say,
getting
go
a stop
for it,
against
y'all.
these guys on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
Oh, you dropped
It's
it.
dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A
Dropped it in
bold
the
decision
end
to go
zone.
for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick give.
God
It's
damn it.
Raymond. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
They're going to run it back.
Here's the snap, itching to fire
Oh,
downfield.
my God.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
If we would have been able to scramble and then got it to the to the running back, I would have been cooked. Let's go with that.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he
Oh,
needs a bunch.
We over here. We over here.
Unleashes one. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll ride him again.
Oh,
First
God
down.
dang it.
He stopped, but he's
Try
got
to get
enough
to
to
the
move
outside.
the chain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Sangapolatelli.
Oh,
Rush right
shit.
in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Hawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to pass on second down. Still moving to his right,
God
trying to
damn.
make a big play.
That is not an
Why is
easy
he not
situation
changing?
if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Songa Pomatelli from the gun on third down.
I should have thrown it
He's
to the
going
other guy.
fertile. And this is dropped. Incomplete
Oh,
pass.
so
He
you
had a
guys can go for
huge
it.
gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail
Oh,
and tell him to
man.
go give it a shot. This
And
kicker
it's slow.
brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here.
Wow. Oh my God.
And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
God dang it. I messed up his stats.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
Oh man.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's done. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Oh, come on.
Finds his target. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Ran into
Catch in
him.
the middle. It's Black. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line.
I told you, I'm still trying to figure out the
Picking up
game.
yardage after the catch.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lost a throw. He's working against the clock. Out wide right, it's Duff. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Rutgers takes its second timeout.
We got ball first time.
And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Left side is strong.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Hawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing Sangapalatelli. Shoots it to the left. With the catch, it's Hendricks. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Oh, he caught it. Man. Oh, he dropped it. God damn it.
Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you see, once you start to
on.
get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. The short hands. It's Hendricks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Come on, let's see if we can get a stat back.
They'll trot out the field goal kicker. Who knows? Maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing.
Come on.
What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
I feel bad for the
One more
kicker,
play
man.
before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. In pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock.
Somebody back there
They've got a
with
chance to
catch.
steal some points here late in the half.
The Hawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Hawks head coach. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Second down, gonna throw it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Allen.
Next time, just go for the hit.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Rides to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He
Just
dropped it.
barely got rid of
He
it.
had me V2.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Can you give God dang it.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10.
God dang it.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Caught. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. The run inside. It's Raymond. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job just to get rid of that one.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Man, how nice is it to have that kind of a weapon? On 3rd down, I can throw it short of the sticks, and the big fella can catch the football, break a tackle, get upfield, be big and strong, and convert that 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. This time they'll throw it. They're all over him. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass
I don't know if I
defense.
did. God damn
The
it.
screen, and watch out. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Wide receiver going in
They're
motion.
holding me, man. That time I was supposed to.
Here comes the heat. And he gets
Let
it
my
away.
dog out. Let me let my dog out real quick. I'll be right back.
2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here. Hawks onto the field to open this possession. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Offense in a bunch formation. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. That's caught. It's strong. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Going to throw it deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. A snap, lost a throw to start this drive. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Hawks. score. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Scarlet Knights sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Second and long here. Hits inside, it's Raymond. Maybe picked up a couple, he's down at the 24.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front seven.
He's got it along the sideline. Turning on the Jets. And he scores! Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the Jets, and is gone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Might as well run him again. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Here's a little room there. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
The hand to the running back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their 3rd. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Changing the routes with his receiver. They'll try it over the left side. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, They just can't stop him.
Here's the give off the left side. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Hawks! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the return, it's Benjamin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. First play of this drive. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Press set of downs going up top. In traffic, it's Black. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Hold on. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Press center downs going to the air. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw again. Rushes on. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week.
Then we got another rivalry in Syracuse. It's probably gonna be a little bit tougher. Some of these guys you're probably not gonna get, but like I said, each week we increase it a little more. We're fresh in the cover, though. Get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here. championship, beating the UFC plus. First, let's make sure we get these guys taken care of. So we're just gonna get the max now. Actually, brand exposure. These guys, they're gonna max out at 3, so they're maxed out now. All right, I think We got some targets we need to get. Let's get these guys scouted. And covers there. Hmm.
Glad to have you with us from the Dome in Syracuse, New York. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. The Hawks ready to kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And Jelly dumps it to the back. Fires it incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
On the return, he's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Now the Hawks offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they have no problem making this transfer junior running back their workhorse. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
How good has this guy been early this year? Sort of a dark horse. No one really talking about this guy in the Heisman talk or the Doak Walker talk for the nation's outstanding running back. He has just been carving through defenses early this year. This is a rising star in this offense, David, that people can no longer ignore.
And I love what the coaches said about him. It's the attitude every day. He always worked hard. Like all through the preseason, they saw it. They saw some glimpses of this guy could be really special. And then once the game started, it continued to add up. And he truly has come out of absolutely nowhere. And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Plows his way ahead. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Hawks come to the line with a new set of downs. JKS unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Perry. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Hawks are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Works the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Sango Politelli looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawks. They get on the board first. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Johnson. Got room at the 30. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in.
Caught, and he's got room. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Look out! Left side is Clement. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. Steve Angeli. Oh, pressure's coming. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You could tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run it. It's Johnson. Driven back.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Buying a little time to his left. He's going to take off. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Got a man, it's strong.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the running game.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Hawks with the 1st and 10. Give to the back. Makes his man miss. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and you're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor.
Touchdown, Hawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking for a crease to the left. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Now he's looking into the middle. Upstairs, he's got it. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hawks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hawks.
Number 24 in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Orange call their 3rd timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Syracuse right back at it.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And Jelly from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got an alley. He's past the sticks. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. He's changing the play. They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns.
We are just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Out wide left, it's Hendricks. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Nice move to keep running. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From the gun on 3rd down, Songa Bolatelli. Myers on the move. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. The Hawks will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Syracuse right back at it.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Right back to it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Left side, it's Clement. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, punts just aren't going to get this team back in the game. That was the problem early, just not able to convert on 3rd downs, but a really good job there. Nice execution. That should really help their confidence moving forward.
Straight ahead, it's Johnson. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They give it to him again. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10.
129. Jet. Go!
They'll give it to Johnson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
From the gun, it's Johnson. Pass to 6. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Nowhere to go.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down. Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. Touchdown Orange. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here come the Hawks onto the field to open this possession. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Got the 1st down. Turns it on at midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. JKS. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Go!
3 Throwing and jelly. 2 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 Throwing and jelly He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
He'll pull it down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Weaver. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Right side, it's Weaver. Hard running there. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on second down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here.
Keep.
From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. Under pressure. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Rush right in his face. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Songapolitelli on the play action. Flush to the left. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hawks. Into the end zone for 6. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. And Jelly. They're all over him. He gets away. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10.
I got that on fucking guys,
Touchdown, Syracuse.
My free safety ran away from the quarterback.
Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
Attempt to try. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Hawk sideline, this has been such a positive experience. They brought this transfer wide receiver in for a reason. They needed him to bolster their wide receiving.
He's loose on the left. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Makes a man miss. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Orange call their 3rd timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Keeps it on the ground. Powers through the defender. Touchdown, Hawks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the Orange sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to...
Snags it, and he's open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Steve Angeli. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Throwing and jelly. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans.
Nice. Third place. I need to set the visits up. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna wrap it up there for you guys. We got 2 games in the season. Be back tomorrow. Appreciate y'all.